How's everybody doing today? This is Robert from Breaking the Chain USA here at South of the Border. This is a old school tourist attraction, roadside attraction. One of the most popular roadside attractions in America on the South Carolina, North Carolina state line on Interstate 95 and 301 and 501. This video here we'll talk about digital assets can maybe revamp some of these roadside attractions and get people's interest back. We have a few people here today, and that's good to see. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the video right now and talk a little bit about this niche that we have here. Everybody enjoy it.
How's everybody doing today? This is Robert from Breaking the Chain USA. And what we're going to talk about in this video is kind of a throwback to the roadside attractions of America. Kind of like, think about National Lampoon's Vacation, Chevy Chase. Here at South of the Border, actually it's located in Dillon, South Carolina, right on the North Carolina, South Carolina state line, which actually, this was one of the largest roadside attractions in America and still is. A lot of people would stop off there going to Florida to New York. It's kind of a halfway point. A variety of things here. Actually, this place, when I was a kid, was actually very, very popular. And it was more like a roadside destination. People got hotel rooms there, you know. But back in the day, you go 20, 30 years ago when I was a kid, speed limit, you know, it was 55 miles an hour. And so people weren't as fast-paced, you know, to go places, or were not in a rush. People were more laid back. You had less prescription pain pills. People were medicated as much, it seems like, and you didn't have all the drugs and things, and you didn't have cell phones. So you kind of look forward to going somewhere like this, you know, to go to a payphone and call your family back home and tell them where you were headed. You know, you didn't have cell phones back then. Which, honestly, I mean, I'm a real big tech guy, know all kinds of technology and investments. But if you ask me, to be honest with you, if you were to go on vacation right now and not take your cell phone with you, and you could access a payphone, there's not many payphones left, but I think you would have the time of your life, because think about it. You take that phone on vacation, and you take your problems with you. People contact you about business stuff. You know, back in the day, you left that phone at home. You know, you got back home, you might have checked your answering machine. You might have had, 5 or 6 messages. You didn't take your problems with you. And what I think I would love to see in the future, people maybe get back to a small flip phone for a vacation phone. You know, just to get maybe have it for family members just to call in case of an emergency. You know, no business contacts, nothing like that. It's a small phone you could use for texting, maybe Wi-Fi, maybe internet. You know, I think that would be cool. Call it vacation phone. I think that might be good Shark Tank. You know, hey, we got a new phone called Vacation Phone, and you take this with you on vacation. You don't have your business contacts. You don't have credit card companies calling you, collection agencies or what have you. You don't have that. You just have, people you care about and you want to converse with, kind of like an old payphone, back in the day. I think that would be awesome. That's just my opinion, and back then, people, like I said, look forward to going to places like this and, see what's going on. But the South of the Border is going through a lot of changes. They have billboards all up and down I-95. You see billboards every few miles. Kind of gives a little history of the area, how it started out. Kind of a Spanish design, and some of the old Highway 301 in 95, actually. 301 was really popular. But this is pretty cool, actually. There's still some good dining and stuff, if you want to get back to the day. There's actually a lot of people there when I was there a couple of days ago when I shot the beginning of this video. I had my Clemson hat on. It was before Clemson played LSU in the Sugar Bowl. I thought they were going to win again. But I'm happy for LSU. LSU is a good school. Louisiana, great. I've always had a great time in Louisiana. Dixie beer, Southern Comfort, Hurricanes, good drinks in Louisiana, and good food in Louisiana. I've eaten enough Popeye sandwiches and gumbo crawfish, but I'm not going to say nothing bad about Louisiana. Great people down there. And congratulations, LSU. A great game. But moving on to roadside attractions and such. I think there's a market for a lot of these places to accept digital assets that would increase business. Like you have south of the border out west between Vegas and LA. You have Baker, California, a little small town. And you have the world's largest thermometer there. I've been there a couple of times, actually 3 or 4 times. And it wasn't working the last time I was there, but I've heard they have it back working now. There's a lot of gift shops and places, right off of I-15. It's really cool. So you have places like this all throughout America. If you, like I was just in Florida, went by Marineland, Silver Springs. Those places are cool. I mean, the little fruit stands. I mean, stuff you don't see that much. But I took some back roads. I didn't stay on the interstates the whole time. Thing about Orlando, you want to take some back roads, get around that traffic. You want to cut through some back roads of the theme parks and orange groves to make you more efficient. Trust me, you thank me later for telling you that. But yeah, Route 66. If anybody's ever driven that, it's classic American road all the way from Chicago to down through the southwestern part of the United States to Santa Monica Pier, California, where it ends at, and you give some good places to take a look at along the way. Some of these places, actually, a lot of people, they take Route 66 vacations. I've never done that. I've flown to Vegas. I'm getting ready to fly to Vegas next week. $96 on Frontier Airline, room for $29.90 at El Cortez, the old school Las Vegas casino downtown. Used to be a mob casino. It's the oldest continuing casino in Vegas. And you're starting to see that. Talking about Vegas, I'm staying close to Fremont Street for 2 nights. One night by the airport, the next 2 nights at Fremont Street. Fremont Street Experience. You have a bunch of hotels down there from Queens, Fremont. Like a big street party every night. I've been all over the United States, to every city, and definitely Fremont Street is probably the most lively place I've ever seen of anywhere. I've been to Hollywood, and LA, and all throughout Florida and up north, New York. Lived in New York for a little while, in Boston, Massachusetts. I lived up there for a while as well. Those towns are great. Everybody has their own history and culture, so to speak. But as far as just entertainment and like lights and stuff, Las Vegas definitely has it compared to anywhere I've been to. And maybe some places you other folks know about in America I haven't been to. But from the places I just mentioned, though, Vegas is just incredible with their light shows and everything. And downtown Vegas, you actually have 2 casinos that actually are working with Bitcoin. They have the Bitcoin ATMs in there. The D Casino is renovated on Fremont Street. Great casino. They actually have the ATMs there. And the state of Nevada just passed some legislation to not tax digital assets. It's one of the first states to do that, because a lot more casinos I hear in Las Vegas are actually looking at using digital assets. Golden Gate Casino, they do have the digital asset ATM machines as well, where you can switch everything over. It says right here, the front desk, they accept digital assets. About that Bitcoin, I don't know if they accept anything else. This was like a year ago this was written. But I'm going to ask when I go there, though. But it's talking about gambling. I haven't seen that much of that yet. I have seen a lot of digital asset ATMs all over Las Vegas. And it talks about why they don't accept it right now. And it's something that's going to be, the Nevada Gaming Board is going to have to look at that. It's going to be some legislation that has to be approved for that. But as far as purchasing, like if a business or casino, restaurant takes it, there's no taxes on it. That's good. You might have some in your wallet, no taxes. And the same thing goes with the roadside attractions I was talking about. If you're driving down the interstate and you see south of the border or the world's biggest thermometer or what have you, and they have a sign, we take Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Dogecoin. A lot of people have digital assets in their wallets now, in their digital wallets. So someone might say, well, hey, I got $100 in Dogecoin or $50 in Dogecoin or Ethereum or what have you, and Funcoin. I'm not going to use it, but hey, this place takes it. Let's go here and try it. I might as well go ahead and spend some of it. I think it would help a lot of the small businesses. A lot of the small businesses can easily do that more so than bigger businesses. If you have a huge business like a Walt Disney World or something like that, you would have a lot of red tape and so forth for something like that. But I think the small businesses have an advantage actually as far as taking digital assets to help their business. And it's actually magnified money right here. It's actually, they have a recent article here about accepting digital assets for your business. So And it talks about apps and pros and cons. We're going to have pros and cons. It's a new industry. Nothing's going to be perfect yet. You're going to have pros and cons. You're going to have ups and downs, swings up and down, So, it talks about what goes on. But as far as international travel, right, to Vegas is like Orlando. You're getting people from like the Avian Awards are going on.
All items must be checked out
Okay.
in the next 10 minutes. The library will close in 15 minutes. All items must be checked out
Okay.
within the next 10 minutes.
All right, I'm in the local library. They're remodeling and get ready to close. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up in like 10 minutes. Anyway, yeah, a lot of places are accepting that for business deals and so forth. I mean, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and there's going to be a demand for like in Las Vegas, Orlando, people traveling from other countries. Like I said, Avian Awards is going on next week, and you have somebody from a European country that wants to avoid high exchange fees at the airport, digital asset ATM, exchange your fees or exchange your currency over to U.S. dollars. That would be good if you can do that. So each machine is set up differently, though. It's what you can and can't do. But I think you will see more of that in the future because the exchange fees at the airport can be kind of high, depending on how much you get. And we're doing some news now with XRP. A lot of stuff come out today with XRP since it's been up this week. It talks about spent $170,000 on lobbying with President Trump's staff on blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Ripple is an executive order. I think it's 13722, if I'm not mistaken. It could be a different one. And that basically works with Federal Reserve to move money. So, if you're working with central banks throughout the world, I would hope that would make the value of XRP go up. But I'm not going to say it is or is not. We don't know yet. It's all speculation. But, regulation and Congress, they just need to get on the job and do their part with regulation and stuff. So that's why other countries are ahead of us. Other countries don't have the political drama that we have. You don't see all this in Japan, China. They're focused on making their economy the best they can. But the United States, we have too much drama, too much childish Congress people. That's why I say Congress should be drug tested. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how many would be left because, you're working for the people. You want people to be, coherent to do their job, especially making important decisions. But Washington, D.C., I mean, I've spent time up there. It's really, it is a swamp. I mean, it's politically corrupt. And we're like the last country, United States developed country, to actually do anything with regulation for digital assets and do a framework that can be set up. And other countries are way ahead of us. But you have people in Congress that are so stupid. They don't know what really affects the people and how they can relate to the average person and make life and technology better. That's why technology companies are leaving, going to London. London has replaced San Francisco as a fintech capital of the world. I blame that on California, some of the California politicians. Not all of them. There's some good ones in California, but some weird ones too. They have no idea what's going on, or they're getting paid off to not care. But hopefully it'll work out for the best. And this more info on Ripple right here. He's talking about XRP cannot be a security because no one owns shares in the company Ripple. If you're owning the digital asset, he makes a lot of sense. His argument is great. Coinspeaker.com. I mean, Brad Gardenhouse, he's worked with several Silicon Valley companies, Yahoo. I mean, guy is incredible. He knows his stuff. One of the best CEOs I've seen. And the Ripple's valued at $10 billion. It's worth more than 93% or 94% right now of the NASDAQ companies. $10 billion is a lot. Now, if you were to put, I think they're only accounting for what they hold in digital assets, which is really 100 million XRP in circulation, but they're just calculating it like CoinMarketCap. They'll do 50 million, what Ripple doesn't have an escrow. They're not putting that in there. But if they put that in there, you're looking at a $20 billion company. That's a lot, especially for a startup company. Digital Asset Investor, he said it a lot. There's never been a startup company that has this much capital to work with. It's very unusual to see this. So I mean, you're looking at a company that was more profitable and wealthier now than what Apple or Google was in their startup phase. But it's going to take some time. So we'll hang in there and see what happens. But if you don't like, I mean, a lot of people just, don't look at it. Just put it away for a while if you can. Put it on the ledger. And we'll go actually to hot home markets. We're talking about, I'll show you a little bit of stuff that we have right here. My Las Vegas website, I've talked about this before. I actually have different neighborhoods and stuff in Las Vegas, properties, so to speak, in detail. I know Vegas very well. A lot of good realtors in that area. Growing city, probably number 2 or 1 in America, with Orlando, even Raleigh, North Carolina, Charlotte, maybe Myrtle Beach. I mean, you're looking at probably top 20 in America for fastest growing cities. And I go down to downtown Vegas as well and the outskirts and talk about what we have downtown as far as different sections and so forth that we have. You can take a look at that at hothomemarkets.com. And we also actually go to, here we go. One second. The South Carolina area of, I was just showing you with Dillon, South Carolina, and that area is kind of a remote rural area. And Florence is the closest decent sized city, about 35 minutes away. Florence is about 40,000 people. That's a great town. And shows some real estate in this area, about an hour and 15 minutes from Myrtle Beach. Fayetteville, North Carolina is right up the road, not too far away. So it will be right in this area, Florence, Myrtle Beach, Fayetteville, Charlotte, 2 hours away. That's actually a great area too. If anybody's looking at a real rural area, very affordable property in that area, really affordable. And we'll also take you down to I-15 Nevada right here area. This is the area around Baker, California, where the thermometer is at, actually. And that is mainly desert area, but there's actually good deals though online. I mean, you can get a lot of good property out there in this area: Primm, Baker, Barstow, Victorville, which is outside of Los Angeles. I call it a suburb of LA. It's a long ways from LA. LA is so big. But this area, I think a lot of people, when they're going from Vegas to LA, Baker, Barstow are one of the only few stops that they have. And maybe somebody's interested to get another restaurant or something in Baker if they allow that out there. Land is pretty affordable. It's a truck stop out there. This is pretty much barren desert land until you get to Barstow. 60 miles one way, Vegas, 70 miles the other way, what have you. So, and there's a Greek restaurant. Mad Greek is really good out here as well. And a bunch of other stores out here have a lot of collectibles and stuff, So pretty interesting. I like that kind of stuff. If you get to Hoover Dam down that way, down the Hoover Dam area, you actually see some stuff like that as well, which would be more Grand Canyon, what I call Grand Canyon area as well. And Hoover Dam, Kingman, Arizona, Route 66 actually cuts through this area right here. There we go. It's about 30. Hoover Dam is about 30 minutes from Vegas. But that's all we have right now. And like I said, any questions you guys have, please email me at AmericanRealEstate@gmail.com. For his blockchain, Breaking the Chain USA @gmail.com. And be sure to click on the link below. Get your Ledger Nano to store your digital assets. When the bull market takes off, it may take off soon, we don't know, but you want to have them secure. You can leave it on an exchange, somebody can hack into it. As far as buying it from an exchange, I recommend Coinbase. Coinbase, I actually walk you through on the telephone. You get somebody, they're based in San Francisco. Most exchanges don't do that. If you have a big order, say if you got 50 grand, 200 grand or whatever, and you want to make sure that transaction goes through, I would rather have someone on the phone with me while it's being done so they can back me up on that. So that way, you have somebody and they have their conversations when they're in, it's going to be recorded, and all that's going to be legitimate. So everything goes through fine. I mean, blockchain is safe, for the most part, as far as the transactions go. The way it's programmed and coded, it's hard to hamper into. I mean, going back and erasing a blockchain would be like taking a chicken McNugget and turning it back into a chicken.
The library is now closing. The checkout desk is now closed. The library is now closing. The checkout desk is now closed.
All right. That's all we have right now. The library is closed. So I'm going to have to leave right now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Any questions you have, please feel free to let me know. Leave a comment below. And I am off to Las Vegas. Everybody have a great week and be safe. Thank you.